Good evening, everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. Old Shenandoah Appalachian Harvest in my Great Dane. It's a great pipe. It's a filterless pipe, and I like it. And Old Shenandoah Appalachian Harvest, I haven't had that in a while, probably months, and then I started smoking it again. I really enjoyed it. Ran out, ordered some more, came in the mail today, 2 cans. There's a pipe, and there's not the coffee. Black, of course. Nope, that's some tea. A little too hot for coffee today. I thought I would use some tea. So it turned out to be a beautiful evening. It was beautiful all day. Got back from Delaware. I went down to Delaware today, where I broke down yesterday. And came back into a good downpour. Which is nice. The only nice thing about all this rain we're getting is washes down the pollen count. So it's good for those of us that suffer from allergies. It's very helpful. But you can see I got my trucker's tan. That's the arm that hangs out the window. So gotta do something about that, and that in a white skin. I'm down in my weight again this morning. I wasn't gonna check my weight. I'm down another 5 pounds. I'm very happy. I had a goal of 230. I think I'm going to shoot for 205, 210. Because I can see it happening now, you know. I mean, look at me. I feel good. Camera adds 10 pounds now. Remember that. But I feel good. Feel real good. Hey, thanks for all the good feedback on the songs, on the music I'm putting out. Been getting back in touch with my roots, you know, with music and stuff. And I'm back to writing songs and stuff like that. So thank you very much. Just any feedback to me is good feedback. Hey, I don't like it. It stinks. Hey, this. Hey, it's great. It doesn't matter. It's feedback. And you take the good with the bad. And you move on with it. I don't have my Zippo today. It's in my truck at work. I left it there with my pouch at work. So, see the hair's coming back? It actually looks thicker than this up top. The light's not helping any, but I'm growing my hair back because I want to. I'm gonna move closer to you. But yeah, rain really cooled things down. Really cooled things down, which is good, which is real good. But yeah, thank you for the kind words and the comments on the music and everything that goes with that. Got about 50 songs in my repertoire right now that I can pick from and do. So I'm getting to that point. I'm working towards the shows, the gigs, whatever you want to call them. Been listening to a lot of different music too. As a songwriter too, you keep a notepad with you at all times. I have a digital recorder, so when I'm driving, I can, record my words. And then I wake up at night and I'll write stuff down. But it's a good feeling. It reminds me of when I was young and music was my life. I ate, I breathed, I slept. I was awake. It was music. And it's a good feeling. I haven't had that feeling in my oldest boy's 26. About 25, 24 years now. I put the music down because of a woman. My advice for you young fellas out there: don't ever give something up because of someone. Because someone chooses not to love you. Because someone chooses to leave you. And that was me. I was in a marriage and she left. It's truth. It's fact. She left. And I gave up my music because I was heartbroken. But all the songs I could have written if I'd have just used my head. But when you're young, you're dumb. Dumb. But that song I sang the other night was one I wrote channeling back to my feelings. Beard looks red, but it's actually turning back to its natural color, the gray. And I can't wait till it's back. It's taking forever for this stuff to wear out, but anyhow. So for me, writing songs has become therapeutic, letting some stuff go. And, not that I hung on to anything, because I didn't. But I was channeling back to what I was going through back then. And that's what that song was about, was what I was going through back then. And how I was dealing with it. And old Johnny Boy's good to go, though, now. So I'll be writing some songs about other stuff, not just about that stuff. But, man, the songs I could have writ. Man, oh man. Places I could have been right now if I'd have just stuck to my music. Well, I wouldn't know you people. I wouldn't know half the people I know. I wouldn't have had the great experiences in my life that I've had, so there's no regrets. Yeah. I want to do some fishing this weekend, but I don't think that's going to happen. All this rain we've been getting. Creeks and streams and rivers, they're all up muddy. I don't know what I'm complaining for. Because there's some good folks in Ohio and Kansas and Oklahoma getting hit by tornadoes, and hell, we had one down here on Tuesday night, about 45 minutes away from where I live. So yeah, it could have happened. Can happen. Nothing to complain about. Yesterday with the breakdown and the tires gone, I'm very fortunate. I could have been cruising down the road with 72,000-pound missile, and tires could have blew while I was traveling 65 mile an hour down the highway. So I'm very thankful. That's why I wasn't too upset about it. I'm glad I caught it when I did. That's why you always get out and check your truck over before you move on from stop to stop, and I'm glad I did, and I had no complaints from me. It was hot, and it prolonged my day, but hey, I made more money yesterday by sitting. I get paid by the hour. But I thought I was running out of water. I can't believe how quickly you get dehydrated. And I always take extra water with me because I've learned my lesson the hard way a couple of times. Almost went to the hospital once because of it, driving truck, and I thought I only had 2 bottles left, or a bottle left or something like that. And the guy gave me one from the shop before he headed out to do a repair on another vehicle, and at the shop for the quarry. That's why they didn't do the work on my truck. And lo and behold, I reached into my cooler when I was on my way back. I had 3 bottles in there, and it's kind of weird, the good Lord's looking out for me, because normally I just pack, 4 bottles in there. I must have packed extra for yesterday, and good Lord, like I said, He knows. He knows. This Appalachian Harvest is good. For a while there, I couldn't smoke any of the aromatics because I was so used to the Balkans and the English and the esotericas and stuff, and I set the pipe down for a couple of weeks or longer. I really didn't smoke a whole lot. I was in training it was longer, yeah, because I was in training for 2 months. And so I had someone with me, and I couldn't smoke. So I just decided I'd give it up for a couple months. And I ran out of my Balkan. I decided I got to smoke something, so I grabbed my Old Faithful Fireside, lit it up, and the last time I had smoked it, I was disappointed because I didn't think it tasted like it used to, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I smoked that in the morning again, like I used to, because that's what you do. You stick to your roots, your foundation. You go back to what you know. Just like life. You ever veer off course, just go back to the foundations. Go back to the roots. Go back to what you know. And it'll right the ship for you. For me, getting back to my music. Music, I can honestly say, was my first love over any woman or girl or anything. I loved it. I used to practice till my fingers bled. My mom and dad can tell you that. Well, my mom can. My dad's no longer with us. I used to sing all the time. And everything's kind of come full circle. I don't know what's up next for John. I don't know. I love what I do. I love driving truck. It's a great career. But I'm going to shoot for the stars, man. I'm going to try to pick up some part-time money, singing and playing. Go from there. I have some friends that do it full time. They make good money doing it, make a good living. And yeah, we'll see what happens. A lot of great music coming out of Texas, by the way. I want to thank River Rat 74 because months ago he turned me on to Whitey Morgan and the 78s. And then, over time, I don't like this pop country sound. I'm not into it. And found some great music coming out of Texas. The Dallas Moore Band. James Carruthers. Dale Watson. He's in England right now. He's touring Europe. Great stuff out of that guy. Gethin Jenkins out of Long Beach, California. I mean, to me, he's the most talented guy to come along in a while. Sturgill Simpson. He was endorsed by the Hag. Cody Jinks, Tony Jackson. There's a lot of good music coming out of Texas, folks. Not all those guys are from Texas. Gethin Jenkins is from California. I'm not sure where James Carruthers is from. Dallas Moore Band. Dale Watson's out of Texas. He's out of the Austin area there. He's down there, my brother. So I'm hoping that when I get down to Texas, I get to catch one of his shows. He'll be in town, hopefully. Who knows? There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good music out there. Man, there's Blackberry Smoke. Check them out. I mean, listen, folks, you go on Spotify and you just look up Outlaw Country. Or you go on YouTube, Blackberry Smoke. Gethin Jenkins, Gethin Jenkins, with a J. James Carruthers. There's a lot of good stuff out there. There's John Williams. Listen, I'll probably have to change my name a little bit because there's John Williams. There's a composer, there's a singer, there's a highly popular motivational speaker. There's a football player by the name of John Williams. There's an actor, so I might have to change my name. Ain't gonna change too much though. Probably just do it by J.D. Williams. So I'm working on a YouTube channel for that, just for the music alone. Just J.D. Williams, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? If that sounds good, let me know. Well, this old boy's about done with his pipe. I think I'll sit out here and enjoy my tea. Rest of my tea. Might have another smoke. Most likely, I'm going to go back in the house, pick up my guitar. It's a Breedlove, great guitars. Breedlove makes really great sounding guitars. I was a Martin guy, then I was a Fender guy, then a Yamaha, then a Gibson, and like the pipe picks you. For as much as I wanted it to be this certain corncob pipe, it's my Svenborg. That's the pipe. That is the pipe. Same thing with the guitar. I mean, I went and played, sat at the store and played like, I don't know, 3 or 4 guitars. Picked this thing up at the recommendation of the guy in the shop. Played 2 chords on it. Strummed around on it a little bit. I mean, I looked at my wife and I said, this is the one. This is the one. I spent the money and bought it. It wasn't cheap. Like, how was the guitar, man? That's the one you heard in that song. Wish You Were Here, the song I wrote. Just a beautiful guitar. Beautiful guitar. So I'm honing my skills and my instrument, my voice, and my guitar picking and playing, and like I said, I gotta get back in there. Work on a couple more songs. Gotta write another song. Here's a good one. Now we're 20 minutes into it, so we'll see who's watching this the whole way through. You pick a topic. And that'll be a challenge for me. Pick a topic, write it in the comments below. That'll be a challenge for me to write a song about it. I'll pick one. One of the topics. Not every topic. I'll see which one jumps out at me. I'll pick it and I'll write it. And I'll call your name out if yours is the one. Alright, everybody. It's time for this old boy to finish his tea, go inside, play a little bit, and go love on my wife for a while. Spend some time with her. Light 'em up.